use
I
these.
don't use these.
But tire
But
chains are
tire
metal
chains are
chains
metal
put on
chains
tires
put on tires for
on
traction on snow
ice.
and ice.
In my
In
area
my
of
area
Canada,
of
it
Canada,
usually doesn't get this bad. And chains are
and
often
chains
used in
often
areas where
used
you
in
might have
areas
to
where you might
drive
have
up
to
or
drive
down a
up
hill
or
or
down a
mountain
hill or
regularly.
mountains
But I
regularly.
don't know
But
anyone
I don't know
in my
anyone
area
in my
that
area
uses
that
tire
uses
chains.
tire chains.
But they will
But they will
definitely
give you good traction.
So tire
So
chains
tire
are
chains
metal
are metal
chains
chains
put on tires
put
for
on tires for
traction on snow and
traction
ice.
on ice and
If you watch the
if you
YouTube
watch the
channel
YouTube channel
Martin
Martin
Doulard, I
Doulard,
don't know if
I
you've
don't know
ever
if you
watched
ever
it. He
watched
lives
he lives
up in the mountains
up in the
in Italy,
mountain in Italy,
and he regularly
regularly
puts
put tire chains on his cars
in order to
in order
drive
to
down
drive down the
or
mountain
back up to the mountain.
back up
So
to the mountain.
maybe
Maybe
if you search
if
for
you
Martin
search for
Doulard,
Martin Doulard,
Doolard,
He's a Dutch guy that lives in Italy, and he's kind of rebuilding his old
house
and
he's building a shop.
building
It's
a
pretty
shop. Really
interesting.
interesting. Anyway,
I'll put a link in
I
the
put a link in the description or the
when I'm
comments
done.
below when I'm done.
Frostbite. So extreme
Extreme
cold
cold
is very dangerous. When you go out,
when it's minus 10 or minus 15 or minus 20,
it starts to become very important that you don't have
your skin
exposed
to the cold
you
air.
Must wear
you
gloves,
must wear gloves,
and you might even need to wear
what's called a ski mask,
where only your
eyes and mouth shows,
because
otherwise you might get frostbite, injury to skin caused by extreme cold.
And they'll even
tell you
how long it's
safe to be outside with your skin exposed. They might
don't
say,
stay outside
for longer than 5 minutes,
or you risk
getting frostbite.
So frostbite
is when your skin actually freezes.
So it's very important. Right now
it's minus.
Now it's minus 21.
Earlier.
It's very important
that I wear gloves
when I go
outside.
I will also
wear a winter hat.
But if I'm just
running to my car,
I might not.
I
but
may not.
Frostbite,
injury to skin caused by extreme cold.
To shiver.
So it's pretty common
to shiver
when it's cold.
Means to shake
it means to shake because you are cold.
And you might be aware
of this wearing this if you go swimming somewhere where the laundry is cold.
When you come out, be shivering.
You may be
where your body tries to warm
itself up by making you shake. So to shake because you are cold.
Interestingly, I don't often shiver
when I'm outside in the cold.
I often shiver
when I come back in and take off my layers. Sometimes it's not very warm in the house, or sometimes
you get
like
when you get a lot
of snow on your gloves and in your gloves it can melt,
and so your hands
can get wet
in cold weather,
and then you will be very cold and you will shiver
a lot.
To brave the cold.
This is a pretty interesting phrase. To be brave
means to have courage.
It means to do something
even though it's hard.
And we often use the phrase to brave the cold
to talk about
when you go outside
despite very cold
weather.
If you have a dog, you have to brave the cold and take the dog for a walk.
You probably don't want to go outside,
but the dog has to go outside every day,
2 or 3 times
to go for a walk, to go to the bathroom. So you need to brave the cold.
If I look outside and think it's really cold, I still have to brave the cold and go to work.
I can't just stay home because it's cold.
I need to have courage.
I need to decide that I'm going to go out and go to do what I need to do.
To be snowed in.
When
you're snowed in, it means you are
unable to leave because of heavy snow.
Jen and I were a little bit snowed in 3 times
in the past week and a half.
It wasn't anything
Within
an hour, I could clear
the driveway. We was able to leave. If it has kept snowing for days, eventually that becomes very difficult to get out. You might call that a blizzard, where the snow just keep getting deeper,
and you can't
keep the
driveway clear. Unable to leave because of
snowed in, unable to leave because of snow.
Wind chill. So this is an interesting effect.
Wind chill.
It means
it's interesting
feeling
effect is
colder
feeling
than it
colder
is
than it is because of the wind.
And they'll
And they will actually
give
give
this
this a number.
In fact,
In
if I
fact,
look
if
at the
I
weather
look at the
for
weather
today,
for
let me
today,
pull it
let
up.
me
So
put
it's
it up. So
minus
it's minus
23 in the
23
town
in the
close
town
to me.
close
High of
close to
minus
me.
12 today. The wind
Highs of
chill will make it
10
feel
today.
like minus 22.
Like minus 22.
So did you hear that?
So you hear
It's going
that?
to be
It's
a
been
high
a
of minus
high
12.
minus 12.
But because of the wind, it will feel like minus 22. So that's the wind chill
so that the
or the
wind
wind
chill
effect.
or the wind chill effect.
Wind always
makes it feel colder than it is.
So
So
if
I go outside
on a day where
this
is going to sound kind
it's
of
going to
funny.
sound
If
funny.
it was minus 22 with no wind and the sun was shining, that is actually a beautiful day to be outside. If it was
minus 10,
so 12 degrees warmer, but the winds were blowing at 50 or 60
to 60
kilometers an hour,
that would be unbearable. You would not want to be outside for very long. If you are a member of the channel, you see I did a few member only video was called is cold, and the other one is very, very cold.
Both of those
is mostly because of the wind.
You can stay
pretty warm outside when there is no wind. It's very, very cold. You can say
cold weather.
Sudden cold
weather.
So this is something that can describe two things in my mind.
It can be when it goes from
like
1 degree
to minus 10 overnight.
It's
a cold snap.
But you could also say, we're going to have a 3-day cold snap where it's going to be below minus 20
It's going to be below
so it
20 every day. It simply means a sudden change in weather.
We are not really in a cold snap
right now.
It's just cold every day. Day after day. So I would use instead of just say freezing,
it's very, very cold.
Whiteout.
When
snows
and winds make it hard to see, we usually use the term
when we're talking about in bad weather.
So
a whiteout
is when either
it's snowing or drifting.
Drifting
snow
is when the wind picks the snow up.
Or usually
both.
And there's so much snow
that it's very difficult to see. It's very dangerous to drive
when there are
whiteout conditions.
The other day it was snowing
and the wind was blowing and picking up snow, and we couldn't see the barn
from the house. So those of you who are familiar with my property, because we were in
whiteout condition. It is not
a good idea
to drive when snow and wind make it hard to see.
This is actually
not too bad. I've driven in weather like this,
but there are times where I have
pulled over
or pulled into a parking lot
or even just gone to a restaurant,
even though
I wasn't hungry because the whiteout was so bad that it was dangerous to drive. Sometimes you just take a break and you check the day.
Drifting.
These
kind of look the same, but in this picture, drifting is snow from the ground lifted by the wind. So you see these little streaks of snow going across the pavement. That is what we would consider drifting snow. That snow is not coming from the sky. That snow is already on the ground, and the wind has picked it up and started to move around.
So in the
winter,
when it is very windy, there's a lot of drifting.
Snow from
the ground lifted by the
and then
wind, and it's
often deposited somewhere else.
Somewhere else.
So let me
Usually
get
in a
this
snow
picture
drift.
a little bit bigger for you.
Let me make this picture a little bit for you. You can see here
that
this fence
has caused the snow to pile up. Let me explain this a little bit. When wind picks up snow,
when there's drifting,
if there
is something like a fence,
when the wind hits it, the snow
falls.
So if you have a fence
or a car
or something outside
when
the snow is drifting, so it's being carried by the wind. And then when the wind has to go around, for some reason the snow will fall. Actually, it usually falls on the other side, so it gets lifted over and have a pile.
So in this picture,
the wind was coming The wind was
coming this way, and as it went over the fence,
it dropped
its
snow and caused
its
snowdrift. The pile of snow
made by
so
the wind. So a
there's
day when
drifting,
it's drifting,
you will start to
you start to see snow
form.
drift
Piles
form,
of snow made
a
by
pile of snow
the
made
wind.
by the wind,
And fun to play
and
with
fun
if
to
you're a kid.
play if you are a kid.
Accumulation.
Accumulation.
So this person
So
has
this
come
person
outside,
has come outside,
and they are looking
and
at
they're
their
looking
vehicle
at
and
the
noticing
vehicles and
it is
notice these
covered
are covered
with snow.
with
There has
snow.
been a lot
There's
of
been a lot of
accumulation, which is
accumulation.
the amount of
If the
snow
amount of
that
snow that
built
has
up.
built up.
When it's
When
snowing,
it's
and the snow
and the
lands,
snow lands,
it doesn't go
it
away
doesn't
like
go
rain.
away like rain.
It just starts to
pile up. It
starts
starts
to
to
accumulate.
accumulate.
And so they
And
might
so
say
they might say
something
something
like this on the weather.
weather.
10 to
10 to 15
15
centimeters of
today.
accumulation.
That means we're
That
going
means
to
we're going
get
to get
this much snow,
this much
or this
snow
much
or this much
it's going
snow.
to
It's
land,
going to land.
it's going to
It's
pile
going
up
to
on the
pile
ground.
up on
It's
the
going
ground. It's going to
result in a lot of
accumulation.
Snow day. This
Snow
is
day.
my
This is
favorite
my
kind of
favorite
day
kind of day in the winter.
A snow day
A
is
snow is a day when school is
cancelled
cancelled because of snow.
So in
So
places,
in places like Canada
and in some
and
of the
in some of the
northern
northern
US
US
states where there is
states
lots of
where
snow,
lots of snow,
sometimes they
sometimes
decide
they
it's
decide it's
just
just too dangerous to drive.
People
People
usually
usually
still go
go
to
to
work,
work,
but children
but children
are
are usually kept
home.
at home.
So they make a
So they make a
decision
decision that
it's
it's going to be
a
a snow day.
As a teacher,
the
night
night before
you think
it might be a snow day
because you don't know. And you have to
And
get
you
up
have
early.
to get up
And
early.
you have to
And you have to check on the internet. And it's 6:30 a.m. It may say snow day today.
And then
everyone
gets to stay home,
just
including the teachers, which is
stay home,
one of
including the
the
teachers. One of the
perks
great
of being a
perks of
teacher,
being a
I think,
teacher
is
is
that
that
you
I think
have
you have
snow days.
snow day. Very, very fun. Very, very enjoyable. You can have a nap.
You can do some
You can do
schoolwork.
some
I do that
schoolwork. I do that
sometimes.
sometimes.
But
from
it's
home.
like
It's
a
like
free day
a
off
free day off in the middle of the
Very, very
winter.
fun.
Very, very fun.
Snowplow.